Hello there, my name is Caio Sampaio. I'm a career expert and certified professional resume writer, and I'm here to answer a burning question. How long should your resume be? Knowing the answer is crucial because many candidates make one critical mistake. They submit extensive resumes, hoping to impress recruiters, but the truth is recruiters are busy and don't have the time to read a 10-page long resume. So if you submit something similar, you will surely going to get disqualified in a heartbeat. But you also don't want your resume to be too short to the point of having too little information. So the best resume length is all about balance, which brings us back to the original question: how long should a resume be? Well, the answer depends on your experience level. If you're writing a resume for an entry-level position, then you should stick to one page. But what about the experienced folks? For example, how long should a resume be for 20 years of experience? Well, if you have lots of experience, then you should aim for 2 pages instead. But you need to ensure the document is organized well so you can fit your entire career in just a page or 2. So you should aim for a resume that looks like this. It summarizes all the information in just one page while creating an eye-catching and organized resume. But that raises a lot more questions, like how long should a resume summary be? What about resume bullet points? How long should they be and how many should you include? And most importantly, how do you fit all of your experience in just 1 or 2 pages, like in this resume example? Well, the answer is simple. You just need to use the Tech Resume Builder. It's an easy-to-use tool that lets you write a resume effortlessly by breaking down the resume writing process into easy steps and giving you advice on what you really need to include on a resume, helping you save space. And it takes care of the document's formatting for you, ensuring the best resume length. And the first step is to visit Tech.com and click Try Our Resume Builder. Then create your resume now. Here you can see all the resume templates that the Tech Resume Builder offers. All of them are ATS friendly and you can change the color, font, spacing, and more. So let's pick the same template I used in the sample you just saw. Here you have 2 options. You can either upload an existing resume or create one from scratch, which is what we're going to do for this video. Now we're going to start adding some information to your resume. All you need here is your name, title, phone number, and email. Since we're concerned with your resume length, you don't need more information than that. And here you need to tell the Tech Resume Builder why you're making a resume, so it can offer you a tailored experience based on your needs. Let's suppose you're looking for a new job. And now it's time to make some decisions to ensure your resume fits 2 pages because we're going to cover your work history. First, you need to know that you don't need to include every single job you've ever had. You should only include here what is relevant to the job you are pursuing. Also, you're probably wondering how far back should you go on a resume. Well, as a rule of thumb, your resume shouldn't go further back than 15 years of experience. So with that out of the way, you can choose what to include here. But whatever you decide to include, you should add the job title, the company's name, and your tenure working there. And now it's a good idea for you to add some more information to make you stand out. Include responsibilities and achievements, but that brings us to another crucial question. How long should bullet points be on your resume? And how many bullet points should you include on your resume? Well, you should only share up to 6 bullet points and they shouldn't exceed 2 lines. If you need some help, you can see some suggestions here on the left, and you can also come up here and click Tips to see more advice. All these advice and suggestions were written by certified professional resume writers. And if you want to see more advice from them about how to ensure you will get the best resume length, you can check our full guide on the subjects that you can see right here, written by a certified professional resume writer. The link is in the description below. And now we're going to discuss your education. The process here is pretty straightforward. The first step is telling the Tech Resume Builder of your highest obtained degree. Now you just need to share the information that you see on screen. If you are a seasoned professional, you can just move on to the next step. But if you still need to get more experience, it's best for you to add some more information here about your studies to bolster your application. You can come down here and see many suggestions like GPA, honors, and achievements. Just like with the professional experience, it's best to stick with 6 bullet points. And that brings us to your skills. There's no need for you to make your resume unnecessarily long by adding a massive list here. Something between 6 and 12 relevant skills get the job done. Then you can grade your skills from 0 to 5. And that brings us to the resume summary. And many people ask, how long should a resume summary be? Well, it should take about 3 to 4 lines. I know that summarizing your career in such a small space sounds impossible, but you can follow the suggestions the Z Resume Builder offers you here. And now you can also create some additional sections. Include here anything that helps you develop crucial skills for the job that you want, like certifications, courses, volunteering, and that kind of stuff. But be sure to choose them carefully to ensure your resume will follow the best resume length. And with that out of the way, we can move forward to the final step. But before that, I have good news to share with you. Any resume you create in the Z Resume Builder is made with the Smart Apply technology, which improves the document's readability in the screening software that recruiters use, making your resume rank higher than those of other candidates. And now the very last step is refining your resume. Here you can make any final tweaks to your resume, like editing the content you included in it to an ideal resume length. You can also change the color, font, and the size of the font. If your resume exceeds 2 pages, you may feel tempted to simply make the font smaller to make everything fit in the best resume length. Well, don't do that. It'll hurt the document's readability, increasing your chances of being disqualified. Once everything looks good, you can come up here and click Finish Resume to download your resume as a PDF. And there you go. That's how the Z Resume Builder can help you write a resume and ensure you will not have to worry about how long a resume should be. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time. Take care.